Welcome to the Marketing Catchup. I'm your host, Sophie Eliades, and I'm the founder of Just a Writer. And today I've teamed up with Uveler to bring you today's podcast. So today we are joined by Chris and Andrea from Inglasco. I would like you to pronounce your surname because I am struggling, if that's okay with you guys. How do I say your surname? Giljam? Giljam. Okay, I'm saying it correctly.
I'm not going to try. I've given up on trying.
Well, welcome, guys. So it's nice to have you here. All good? We all ready to go?
Ready to go.
Awesome. Okay, so I'm going to start off, guys, with asking you some questions and then we'll go backwards and forwards.
All right.
So, Chris, what inspired you to join and eventually lead Inglasco International as managing director?
I wanted to do it different and better than the current companies in the market. Back in 2019, I got the opportunity to team up with my business partners and create Inglasco International. Besides managing director, I'm also the co-owner.
Oh, cool.
And the opportunity came up and we took it.
Was there a key moment or decision that shaped your leadership style?
Not one specific key moment, but more 15, 16 years of experience as an employee working under various bosses.
Wow.
I try to take all the good parts from every boss
That's
and
a huge...
put it in mine
Nice.
style.
Leave out the negative.
Try to.
Cherry picking all the good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. Okay, so I'm going to ask you some questions now. So what brought you into the role of senior account manager at Inglasco?
So I've been in the shipping industry since 2008.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to show my age now. That is when I moved to Cyprus. And I was in the industry for about 11 years and then decided to leave. I opened up a flower store with my sister.
Oh.
It was a lot of fun. I got to be creative, a lot more relaxing. No 3:00 in the morning phone calls.
No dahlias at that time.
Yes. And then Chris asked me in 2022 if I were willing to join him. At first, I was a little bit reluctant because I didn't want to leave, my beautiful flowers and my calm. But then again, I did miss the rush.
Yeah.
I missed, it's stressful a lot of times, but it's a lot of fun as well. And I like being in the fast lane. Mm-hmm. So I decided to join in 2022 and I have not looked back.
Nice.
Yeah. It's been a fun ride.
So you're going for the adrenaline then?
Definitely.
Nice. Okay. So this is to both of you. If you had to describe Inglasco in one word, what would it be and why?
Can it be 4 words?
Sure.
So I think it's client peace of mind.
Nice.
I think that would describe us.
Okay.
I will do it in one word, specialists.
Guys, I want to ask you, can you tell me a little bit what Inglasco does in general? Tell me a little bit about your services so that our viewers can get an understanding of what it is that you do.
We provide safety services on board ships all around the world. We are based in Cyprus, but we have local partners in basically any port around the globe.
Wow.
So instead of the client, the big fleets, the big clients going to every port by themselves, finding them suppliers, not knowing them, we have already those contacts in place.
Oh,
we have been working with them within Inglasco for the last 5 years, but through other work experience I have been working with those guys for the last 15 years. So I know the good ones, I know the bad ones. Mm-hmm. So it makes their life a lot easier just to send us the inquiry and we take care of it for them in any port around the world. Oh. And our main services it's the safety and the firefighting services like fire extinguishers, CO2 installations.
Anything that saves the lives of the people on board, basically. Yeah.
Lifeboats, calibrations,
underwater services as well, bridge electronics. That's more or less what we do.
And what we usually tell our clients, whatever you have a problem with, just send it to us. Because I'm not sure if I can help. Maybe I don't even know what you're talking about when you send it, but I will know somebody who will know somebody who will know somebody.
We will know who to ask, basically. So we will get the answer for them.
So whatever the problem, they can just give you a call, and then the
Yes.
next port that they land at, you can fix it basically.
Yes.
Oh, it's like magic.
And,
That's really-
and we are even not afraid, even if it's not within our scope, because I don't like
Yeah.
to, again, I don't like to get out of my comfort zone, which is a weakness, but that's where Andrea comes from. So even if it is something I don't nothing about, I will just give them the contact details of the guy and in the specific port, and they can deal with it directly. I'm not going to get in between to make a couple of euro out of it. That's not the point. The point is to take care of our client.
So they get like a community as well as all the services you offer. They get a community that supports them with
Yes.
whatever the issue may be.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, added value. That's great. Really great.
I mean, it's really straightforward what we do. Anybody could just go into Google and find who does the specific lifeboats in Brazil, let's say, right? Everything's available nowadays, information. What we do is make their lives easier. So we know exactly who to contact for the specific equipment that they have on board. We know the regulations. We know when things need to be done, how things need to be done. We also know when you're contacting somebody in, let's say, maybe Nigeria, maybe their quotations won't be that clear. Maybe they'll have a couple of hidden costs. We know, and we will make sure that there aren't any hidden costs, so that when our customers do give us the order, what we have quoted is what we will invoice. So we kind of are the buffer between the filter between, of what can go wrong, and make sure that it doesn't go wrong. For instead of if the client were to go directly to the guys in Brazil, we try to make sure that nothing will go wrong, because we've done this so many times before.
Yeah.
So we know all the case scenarios. So make sure that their life is easier, basically.
You asked me the question about describing Glasgow in one word. I said specialists. That's where it comes in, because the client is not a specialist in our segment. The local partners in a specific port, they are specialists, but the one making the quote is maybe not a specialist. They are just banging in some codes into their computer system and send out the quote. It comes to us, and because we have been working with a company already for 5 or 10 years, we know exactly their weaknesses or their strong points or their hidden figures
the way
somewhere
they do
in
the way
their
they do
quote.
things.
So we filter that all out and make sure that our client gets a perfectly organized.
To the point, basically,
to the point,
what they need,
quote, which is
quotation.
easy for them to understand.
Yeah. So now we're going to go for a little bit more of a fun question.
Okay.
What's one fun or surprising fact about yourselves that listeners might not know?
Well, I think most people do know this. I mean, just from the surname alone, not that many people have that surname, but we are married. And we have 2 beautiful children. And I'm a dog person. He's a cat person. He's black and white, and I'm all the colors of the rainbow. So
opposites attract.
Exactly. And it works.
Can I ask, how did you two meet?
Yeah, we met. We knew each other via emails, because he was actually a customer of. Well, I was a customer of his. Sorry, and then at the SMM, I don't know if you know what that is. It's an exhibition in Germany, basically, for the maritime exhibition, and that's where we met. And I did not like him from the emails. I thought he was a grumpy old man, and then all of a sudden in the SMM in Hamburg, in walks a 2-meter young, good-looking Dutch man. Like, oh, he's not a grumpy old man. And then the rest is history. But another surprising thing is that we actually do like working with each other.
It
works.
It's the first question we get. How do you work together? If you does it work? But it's fun.
Yeah,
it's fun.
Tell me a little bit more about that. How does it work? Like,
basically, we leave each other alone until it's needed.
Oh, nice.
You know, I mean, Chris does his thing. I do my thing. I've never had the feeling of he's my boss and he's going to. He's not that type of boss in general, though. It's not only towards me because I'm his wife. That's how he is with the whole team. It's a team. So a lot of people ask me, how do you feel with your husband being your boss? I don't feel that way. I feel like we are a team and everybody brings to the table something unique. And that's how he is in general. He lets people express themselves. He doesn't try to show his authority in any kind of way. He's just not that kind of boss. So it works. If he were more of a, I'm the boss, listen to me, what I say goes.
No,
That
the
wouldn't work.
every decision is made within the team, and
Yeah.
I don't. There is no need for me to pull rank.
This must be one of the
And
things you took.
even if there is a point, there has been points that I have to not pull ranks. But okay, the decision is so big. It's in the end you're the boss, so you decide, and then there is no. I don't have to pull ranks to make the decision.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Andrea will say this is too big for me. It's yours.
I mean, that's part of taking the responsibility as well,
Yes.
isn't it? Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
It sounds like you guys have created a lovely culture there.
No, it is. I mean, that's what we try to. That's what my main priority. One of my main priorities at Inglasco International is making our team feel good,
Mhm.
and we do this with in various ways. I mean, I've tried. Our office is just really lovely. I put all of my love into making that office because I wanted people to feel that they were working in a beautiful space and a calm space. We spend so many hours a day in an office. The last thing you need is to be in somewhere that doesn't have a nice atmosphere
Mm-hmm.
and to be around people that you don't appreciate or you don't like or you don't get along with. There's just too many hours in a day that you're working to not be having at least some fun.
Yeah, sure.
So that's what we try
Yeah,
to
but
do.
the way this podcast is going is already showing why we can work together. Because Andrea's talking, and this is with everything. I will give answers in 3 words, and Andrea will elaborate on it. That's the same in the office. How do you say that?
He's to the point and I give explanations.
Yes, I'm to the point, and I will tell the team this needs to be done, and we need to do it like this.
Mhm.
Give me your input, and that's it. And then Andrea elaborates further with the team to make sure that everybody is on board and everybody is happy with it.
But that's so great because that means you guys have like a shared vision so that you know how to elaborate.
We do. I mean, it's not like as if we actually sat down and discussed what our vision would be.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
It just-
the reason Andrea joined is because she's doing things I can't do. I'm not good at. That's why she joined. And Andrea is not the managing director because she can't do other things I can. And as long as you know that exactly from each other, there is no issue.
Yeah.
So you complement each other.
Private-wise or business-wise, as long as you know exactly from each other
The strengths and the weaknesses,
strengths and the
basically.
weaknesses,
Yeah. It's a win-win
it's simple,
situation.
straightforward.
Yeah,
It's like the definition of a team, really. You're picking
Yeah.
up in the areas.
Yeah.
So nice. Okay. So now we're going to move a little bit more into behind the scenes at Inglasco. So this is towards you, Chris. As managing director, how do you set and maintain the vision when you kind of answered this question for Inglasco's success?
I created together with my business partners the company, but I was by myself. We started in the second bedroom, all by myself. So I was able to set the vision for the company.
Mm-hmm.
It was a one-man band.
As a one-man band, and now with a team of 5-6 people,
Mm-hmm.
I just on a daily basis just keep on reminding them what that one vision is.
Nice. So you're just guiding them as you
Yes.
go to keep on that.
How they execute it, how they do it, it's all up to them.
Mm-hmm.
But we have one vision. We have results at the end of the line. Just
Great.
on a daily basis, keep on reminding them and being on top of it.
Great management style. I like it. So what do you think is Inglasco's biggest competitive advantage in delivering value to clients?
We are not a very small, because we're getting bigger and bigger, but we are a small, young, enthusiastic team
Mhm.
with a lot of personal context to the clients.
Oh, no.
And they don't get that personal contact and the value of especially the smaller clients. They don't feel appreciated by the big companies.
Mm-hmm.
And we appreciate every client the same way, small, big, middle. We don't mind. Every inquiry who comes in, every order comes in, it's the same way.
Nice.
And back to the vision, that's the vision. All we need to do is to take care of our clients. And when the client feels good, we did it.
So you're making everyone feel valued. Every
Yes.
client is on the same level, no matter big, small.
And that goes through the whole company. It goes like back to the team. The team needs to be valued. The clients needs to feel valued, and our suppliers needs to be valued.
Sounds like quite a balancing act, getting everything all together at the same time.
That is the most stressing part or difficult part, to keep everybody happy, because you cannot keep everybody happy at all times, but you need to have a certain baseline there.
Yeah. Okay. So Andrew, I'm going to ask you some questions now, if that's all right with you.
Mhm.
Could you share a project or client experience that stands out as particularly rewarding or impactful?
I wouldn't say something specific, but what I think is the most rewarding part about my job is the fact that my clients become friends and friends become my clients. So I think that is what I mean. I'm very communicative. I love talking to people. I love getting to know people, and I'm very straightforward. What you see is what you get,
Mhm.
and that's how we are as a company in general. And I think our clients realize this. They see that when I take you out to dinner, when we do that one step extra, for our clients, it's not premeditated, and it's not just with some hidden agenda. It's that I like to get to know people,
Mhm.
and this has happened many times that our clients have turned into friends and real friends. So I think that is the most rewarding.
You actually, they feel cared about.
Yeah,
Yeah. Great.
and we do. It's not something fake,
Mm.
and I think people know what fake is.
Yeah. I mean,
They can see it, they can feel it. So I think that is what is the most rewarding to me, that people realize that
the relationships are genuine.
Exactly. That, yeah.
I like that. That's lovely. How does Inglasco customize its services to meet each client's unique needs? And can you share an example where this has made a massive difference?
We don't really customize our services because our services are very straightforward. I mean, every customer gets the same quality, let's say, of service. What we do customize is how we go about communicating with a customer, let's say, with a specific client. Like, say, small clients, they like the personal contact. They like the fact that they can reach out to us on a weekend via WhatsApp and feel heard and feel valued.
Mm-hmm.
And then when it comes to clients that are working for bigger companies, what they need is fast answers, straight to the point. I mean, some clients, they want to be informed throughout the whole entire procedure from the beginning until the end. And then there are other clients that want to give us the order and then just be sent the certificates at the end of the day with no communication at all. So our job is basically to realize what it is that specific customer wants and deliver the services as per their needs.
I guess that comes with all the experience you guys have as well. I mean, it's obviously easier to recognize what someone wants as you've...
It definitely is.
Yeah.
I mean, sorry. When a new customer comes in, obviously you're not going to know what it is they need. So you're going to give them fast replies and to the point, and just try to maybe get to know them. Until we do get to know them, then after we do get to know them, then we can put in our full charm, let's say, like more customized, boutique-y kind of feel of giving the customers exactly what they want and what they need.
Okay. And this question is to both of you. So can you walk us through the story of how Inglasco started and evolved into what it is today?
Oh, sure, you can start.
All right. We started in 2019 together with some business partners. Started as a one-man band. The business partners we have, they are in the same shipping the segment as we are now. So they already had a lot of existing clients.
Okay.
So it was very easy for me to tap into their existing clients. Then COVID started, so I couldn't really get out to find my own clients.
Mhm.
So I just kept on working on the existing clients we already had. Then COVID finally was done, and the business partners already also started putting some pressure on it, like, Chris, nice, you're doing a wonderful job with our clients, but where are yours? And then I realized my biggest weakness is finding new clients.
Okay.
Not finding new
I
clients.
can find them, but existing clients, the relationship, maintaining the relationship with existing clients is easy for me, because you are already past that trust point.
Yeah.
You're doing services with them, so you can just easily show them how we do our services, which will maintain the relationship. But getting in that first inquiry, getting in that first order, getting in the first phone call, I couldn't do it.
That's a difficult one.
And simply saying, okay, Chris, get out of your comfort zone and get it done. Yes, that's easily said, but not easily done.
Yeah.
And then I said to Andrea, you're the perfect one for that. Come and join, which was in 2022. And one of the main reasons that now in 2025 we have a 5-man team in Cyprus and 1 in Greece, and even we are increasing the employees in the team even further this year. Was that main point in 2022 to employ Andrea?
Oh.
I think I need a raise.
Well, you know the right person to ask.
No, it's what we were saying before. Basically, Chris started it out. He had a vision. He wanted to do exactly what it is he is doing today now. But the problem was, the problem was him going out and actually talking to the customers. That's where that was his weakness, and that's where I came in and helped out, with my communication skills.
And even now, it's even now we are again a team, because I'm going out to clients now together with Andrea.
Oh,
so we are helping each other.
Oh, that's nice. So you're building on each other's skills as well. It's not just complementing each other. You're
definitely
enhancing each other.
Yeah.
That's so nice. Okay, so I want to kind of go into a bit more of an industry deep dive. So, Chris, I wanted to ask you, with industries evolving so quickly, how does Inglasco stay ahead of emerging trends and technological advancements?
The industry is evolving as a whole, but it's all focused on environmental regulations. We specialize in one very small segment of the shipping industry, so it's much easier for us to stay on top of it.
Okay.
And even that we have like a 5-6-man team, everybody has their own role, and none of them. How do I explain this easily? We have to cut this one. Okay, we are a small company, small team. So it's not easy to have one specific person tasked with keep an eye on regulations, keep an eye on this, keep an eye on that, make a future plan to make sure that we are staying ahead of it. But that's where one of our biggest advantages is coming from. We are a small team, so we can deliver to our clients our vision, what we want. But behind us, the business partners, that company is freaking huge. And it's one phone call away, and I have a legal team of 15 lawyers, if I want to, quality department, the finance department, everything is there.
So you have all the specialists in the background?
Yes.
Perfect.
And when we need to know something, then they will make sure that we know it. I mean, they are the people that are on top of these things. So instead of us looking into new regulations or new things that are happening in our specific segments of the industry, we have other people working behind the scenes, let's say, doing that and letting us know if and when necessary. So,
And that is one of the biggest advantages we have over other we have competitors. I don't like to call them competitors because how do I call them? They're colleagues in the market.
Mhm.
Those companies are extremely big because they have all those departments in their own company.
In-house.
Mhm.
But because they are so big, they can't deliver the customer
The care.
to the customers. We can deliver that customer care, but at the same time, we still have all those resources behind us, but outside of our company.
Yeah, in the background, kind of, let's say.
They don't bother us with you have to follow these procedures
Yeah.
because we can make our own procedures. We can work totally independently, and only when we need to, when we want to, we tap into the resources we need to make sure we stay on top of everything going on.
So you can be a lot more agile with your solutions.
Yes.
So it's pretty much like you're the little nifty sports car with the engine inside, whereas everyone else is kind of like the truck lumbering along with all the stuff in the
Yeah, that's
baggage.
very, very good.
But I probably should have come up with a shipping analogy, but
Carl,
jumped into
it was
there.
good. It was good. Very good.
Okay, so now I want to ask you, Andrea, building trust is key. We've touched on that already. What strategies do you use to foster trust and loyalty with clients?
No strategy.
No strategy.
I mean, I don't sit at home plotting. How am I going to gain their trust? Kind of thing. It happens naturally.
Yeah.
Like I said before, because I'm a very straightforward, what you see is what you get kind of person. I think that's what they appreciate.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said before as well, that is how we are as a company. We invoice what we quote. We deliver what we promise. So
Nice
No.
little tag.
it was
Yeah,
good,
I like
wasn't
that. I
it?
like
We
that
should
a lot.
use that as a slogan, right? That was really, wow.
Did someone write it down quick?
Somebody write it.
We have it recorded.
So yeah, no, there's no strategy. It's I go with the flow,
Mhm.
and it's genuine.
I mean, clients appreciate that. They need transparency. They need honesty. They need
They do.
to know who they're dealing with.
And because in our industry, time is of the essence always, we try to skip through the BS basically
Mhm.
and just get to the point and get our job done, make sure that customers, our clients have exactly what they need. And on a more personal basis, like I said before, I take it personally and I do build actual real relationships with our clients. So I think that helps, and it's not a strategy.
And because there is no strategy, that's why she's extremely good at what she does. And
I think if I
because,
had a strategy, I'd be nervous. I'd have to be
Yeah.
thinking about it the whole time and making sure that all my pawns are in the right place, or however, I don't play chess. So is it pawns are in the right place? And, this would stress me out. So going with the flow and just being me, basically, without a specific MO.
Yeah. No agenda.
No agenda.
that also goes back to how different we are and how complementary we are to each other.
Mm-hmm.
When Andrea goes to events, I'm asking her a week later, okay, tell me, who did you meet? What are the numbers? Did you get any inquiries? Did we get any orders? Because we spend time, money on those events. And she will always reply with, I made 5 new friends. Which is, from a business point of view, not a very good answer. But then all of a sudden, a year later, or 6 months later, a year later, sometimes even like this week, that's 1.5 years later.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, I see a new client in the database with inquiries, with order, leading all the way back to that
new
event we
friend.
did a year ago.
From your new friends that you made.
Yes.
I like that. That's really nice.
Yeah.
It's nice that you two complement each other like that you're going there. Because, I mean, you must have all bases covered when you're going to expos and things like that, working together. Great.
And it's a good thing that he doesn't put pressure on me
Mm-hmm.
to give him numbers, because I can't put things in numbers. This is why I'm not the managing director. Right? I can't quantitate everything. So it's good that that's what we were saying before. We just let each other do
Yeah.
what we do best.
And that's where you step in. You can quantitative. You can
It's-
quantitatively summarize.
I don't-
That's definitely not right. We'll cut that bit out.
It sounded good. It sounded good.
Okay. So now I've got some other questions that I'll ask both of you. What are the biggest challenges that your industry is currently facing, and how do you address these challenges?
The biggest one is labor, but
Mhm.
that's not only for the shipping industry. It's for the
Yeah.
hands-on industry. Labor to find skilled workers is extremely difficult, and
It's
that is not for us to solve. That's above my pay grade to solve. Very simple. And the second one is. Again, it's not for us to solve, but to make sure that we are ready for it. It's the AI and the unmanned ships, because that will be the future. I'm not sure how long it will take before we have unmanned ships, but
it
that
will happen sooner or
that will
later.
happen sooner or later, and that will change our segment of the safety. Will change a lot.
Okay.
Uh, Small example: the unmanned ships doesn't need a fire extinguisher on board because there is no crew on board to use the
use
A
it.
fire
fire
extinguisher.
extinguisher, maybe they do need electrical fires or whatever, but they won't need life jackets, let's say.
Who's going to use the fire extinguisher on
Well, it
board?
won't be a fire. Yeah, it would be a
No, it will
CO2
be
system, right? Yeah, an
automatic fire
Yeah,
extinguisher.
yeah.
So the equipment on board will change.
Mhm.
So you need to have other skilled people to inspect, service, and
Okay.
maintain that equipment.
You mentioned AI. How is AI currently being used in your industry? Like, where's it coming into?
The AI is used for the unmanned ships for sure, but
Mhm.
again, that's way above my pay grade.
Okay.
But within the industry itself for sales, it's used as in any other
Just a tool
the
to make
industry.
things faster and more efficient and less costly. I think
Wow.
it's the same as every industry, more or less.
It's so
We,
funny that you see AI in every industry. It's
it
so
is.
interesting.
I think it's scary personally.
Yeah.
I'm too old for this. I don't.
It's not scary, but you have to be careful with it, because AI, because we are now our team is growing.
Mhm.
So if you put in AI, you can keep it under control. You can keep your costs under control, but that goes 100% against my vision of customer care, because the AI
Yeah.
cannot deliver the customer care we are delivering now.
Mhm.
So you have to be very careful that you don't overdo it,
Yeah.
which is a main issue with everything in this
Yeah.
world. We always overdo things.
So everything in moderation
Yes.
with oversight.
Yeah.
Okay, so looking ahead 5 to 10 years, aside from the AI that we've touched on, what trends and changes do you see changing the future of your sector? I know we've touched a lot on AI. Is there anything else we may have missed?
No, AI is the future and is going to
Yeah.
change it, and that will be the main thing. Anything else will be just too small.
No. I mean, I think that's it. AI. I really
Yeah.
can't think of anything else that would. I mean, shipping has been around for many years, and it's not.
Because
It
it's not
doesn't
it's not
evolve
even
as much as other
it,
industries do, does it? I mean,
no.
shipping is more of a
So
dinosaur kind of. Like we move at a different pace than the
Okay.
rest of the industries, right? I mean, we think I think people in the shipping industry think that we found the formula and that it works and that there's no reason to do things differently. This is how I see it. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think that it's as fast changing as other industries.
Mhm.
But of course, like Chris said, AI will definitely be a very big. It will have an impact on all of on the whole industry.
but
Exactly how big and how, I don't know. I mean, if I could predict the future, I'd be very rich. But
no,
yeah,
I think any change in shipping or in any industry will be done by AI.
Yeah.
So AI is the one and only evolvement what's going to happen, and that will come up with anything else.
Yeah.
yeah. Whatever else it brings along with
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Okay. So now I want to go a little bit more into the personal side of business. So I'm going to ask again separate
Mhm.
questions. So, Chris, how do you balance the demands of leading in Glasgow with your personal life?
I don't. There is
Honesty.
no. There is. I don't, and it's not possible.
Okay.
A lot of people will not share my view on this specific topic, or maybe even not like it. But this whole movement of life, of balance, the life work balance.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, if you start working when you're 25 and you want to stop when you're 72, and you started at a salary of 1,500, for example, and you will end up with a salary of 3,000, fine. Focus on your life balance work. What is it? Life work balance.
Yeah. I mean,
Yes, put a lot of emphasis on your work-life balance.
Mm-hmm.
Then it will get you to there. If you want to get something else, something more, don't think about life work balance, because it's impossible to do.
Yeah.
You cannot overperform, or you cannot create a company, or you cannot deliver what you need to deliver to succeed
Mm-hmm.
between 8 and 5, or between 9 and 4 seems to be a new standard.
9 and 4. I like those working
Yeah.
out.
No, but it's impossible, and especially not in the shipping industry. It's 24/7.
Yeah.
So there is I do not balance it,
Mm-hmm.
but that doesn't mean that our kids are left by at home by themselves without any food.
Raise yourselves.
Good luck.
We balance it as a family. Obviously, Andrea understands the business because she's working in the business, so she understands I need to go to the office sometimes on a Sunday, or
Yeah.
Sometimes you go to the office on Sundays. And
or on Saturdays, and sometimes the whole weekend, or the last Friday. Now, going back to what I was trying to say, we balance this as a family. So Andrea takes more on for the kids. I take more on for work. That's how we balance it, and then we even balance it with the rest of the family. Okay, I don't have my family here in Cyprus, but Andrea has her family. They understand and they support. So when we both have to work, or we both have to go to an event in the weekend or in the evening, without even asking, we just let them know the time and the date, and they step in.
Wonderful
how
support
we
system.
Yeah.
that's how we balance it.
It takes a village to raise kids. That's what
It
it's
does.
saying.
It does, definitely.
Yeah.
I don't know what I would do without my family supporting this whole, because I mean, it's like Chris says, he's a workaholic, if you ask me, but he always disagrees when I use that term.
What needs to be done needs to be done. It has nothing to do with a non-workaholic.
But yeah, no, we balance it out, because everybody knows what has to be done, and it gets done.
Yeah.
In the end of the day, everything gets done. So work gets done, personal life, which is mainly the kids. When you have young kids, it gets done. And is there a balance in there? Yes, it's the kids are taken care of, and the work is taken care of. How the balance is personally us, it's not important. It's
We figured it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you figured out everything else. You sound like a great team, the two of you.
No, it sounds like almost too perfect,
It's
right? We do. I mean,
nice.
we do
have fights,
we do
believe me.
fight. I mean, he
you're
does
human.
irritate me almost every single day. So it's not that perfect, and I irritate him, of course, not as often. But no, I think we've figured it out, and it works in our personal and our professional life. So
it also helps
It is a
that
balance.
we like what we do. So I don't
Yeah.
mind to go to the office on a Sunday.
I think that must be a
Workaholic.
crucial. Okay. So, Andrea, I wanted to also ask you, what's your secret to staying creative and inspired in a role that requires constant adaptability?
I'm a Gemini. So being creative and adaptive is basically part of my nature. I think the main thing that I love that keeps me inspired in my role is communication. Being able to talk to people from all around the world with multicultural backgrounds and learning every day. Every single day is I learn something new. So I'm extremely curious as a person. I like to know things. If I don't know something, I will ask the question. So, and this industry is full of surprises and full of new things that I get to learn. So I think this is what drives me, I think, in my role. So yeah, I think that's it.
Okay.
I can't really think of anything else, but okay, the creative part, maybe it helps that he did let me design the whole entire office, so that brought out the creative part of me.
The creative space.
Exactly. And that's about it, yeah.
So this is like a little rapid fire round just to cover a few more things. So morning person or night owl?
Night owl.
Morning person.
Okay. Favorite business book, podcast, or resource?
Okay, first of all, I had no idea what a podcast was until I got here. I knew what it was. Okay, I'm sounding like an absolute idiot. I knew what it was, but I didn't know exactly. I didn't know where it would be shown or how. I didn't know the details of it, let's say. Okay, so definitely not podcast. Business book, no. I left those in university. Never opened a business book after I left university. And what was the third?
I don't even. It was just resource.
Resource. Business-wise, right? We're talking business-wise always. I think LinkedIn.
Same here, LinkedIn.
Yeah.
You get a lot of info.
Yeah.
Power of social media.
Indeed.
It is social media. And it will, yes, it is social media, but more business-wise. But it's a copy-paste Facebook.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not Facebook. Come on.
It is.
No, it's not some random old lady saying good morning to you each and every single. Okay,
No,
maybe.
Depends who's on your network.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no, maybe it is.
Okay, I have one more quick fire question. One piece of advice you wish you could give your younger self, and I'll ask this question to both of you.
Buy Bitcoin.
Can you give that to all of us, please?
When I go back,
tell me too.
I'll try to find you.
Travel more before
the kids.
Before you get married and kids.
Married?
And
you want to travel solo?
No, okay, true. Yeah, okay. Travel more before you have
Where
kids.
would you go? Or where haven't you been that you would like to go?
Brazil.
China.
Oh, a good place to go. Okay, so I have some closing questions for you. What is the one key takeaway or lesson that you'd like to leave our listeners with today?
Put in the work. Be yourself. I think that's it. I think just put in the work. I mean, nowadays, okay, this doesn't sound very nice, but it's not easy to get the new generation excited about working. They're not excited about working. They want to do other things, which is great. Don't get me wrong. I wish I was more like that, because my generation is, you have to work to show your worth. Whereas the new generation is more, they need their vibes to be, they need to have like good vibes and, all of this new trend of going around about your life, which is it's great for them. But bottom line is, if you don't put in the work, first of all, nothing is owed to you.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody owes you anything. So you have to get it for yourself. And I think this is what the main generational gap is between, let's say, ours and the new generation, is that I think they have this, that they're owed, that they're entitled to some things. Nobody's entitled to anything. You have to earn it. And I think that would be it. But saying again, I am jealous of them as well, because, this whole, I need to be okay in order for everything else to be okay. Good for them. But, put in a little bit extra work. That's it.
Same as Andrea. If you want to get something more than somebody else, forget about your work-life balance. Don't forget about it. Oh man,
just work 24/7.
No.
Be a robot. Be a slave to the industry.
I don't mean it like that, but don't focus on it.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, this is not the whole. We're not going to. I don't want to generalize. I mean, we have Sotia, and she's 20 something. She's really young, and she's absolutely amazing. I mean, the way she thinks and her work ethic is nothing like how I was when I was I was an idiot when I was 20 years old. I mean, there's no comparison. So I'm obviously not going to I'm not going to generalize, but this goes for everybody, for all ages, for all generations. Put in the work and put your head down, and things will happen.
And no work-life balance.
Yes, no, there is always a work-life balance, and you have to keep an eye on it, because otherwise you will get overworked. But I mentioned this before. We seem to be overdoing things with everything, with environmental, with work-life balance. Somebody comes up with work-life balance, and all of a sudden, work is not important anymore, and your life is more important.
You know what? I think we're just taking ourselves way too seriously. People in general. Stop worrying so much about yourself and what other people think about you, and just be you. And enjoy. And life is so short, to be thinking. I'm not talking about the environmental part. Obviously things have to be done in that aspect. But all the other things that we've just gone this age is just so extra for no reason.
That's the quote of the podcast. This age is so extra. Okay, guys. I want to ask you, where can our audience learn more about Inglasco and connect with you?
I think LinkedIn would be the best. To find out more about Chris. He's very active on LinkedIn. Me, not so much. And of course, our website, which, more or less has everything you need to know. Oh, and of course, whoever's up to it, you can come by our office and see what a beautiful office I've made.
I really want to come now.
Yay! No, you should. You should come. We have a very nice coffee machine. Yes. So you're more than welcome. You're more than welcome.
Latte, please.
Yeah.
So, guys, I have been throwing questions at you, and it's been absolutely fantastic to have you here. So, as we're coming to the end of today's podcast, I really want to thank you for coming. I've had loads of fun chatting with you guys.
It was fun.
It's been really great.
We were kind of nervous, to tell you but the main reason I was nervous is because, like I said before, I didn't know what it was.
I don't think any of us know.
Okay, good. I'm glad.
Don't feel bad.
And then Chris is just not as social as he looks. So he was a little bit nervous as well. But it was fun. I think it was fun. It felt like I just went out for a cup of coffee with somebody that I was getting to know for whatever reason.
Well, I mean, that was the plan. That was the plan all along. That was the agenda.
Thank you for having us.
It's been a pleasure. Thanks. Okay, so I want to say thank you to our viewers. We're going to round up today, and we're going to be coming to you next week with a new episode. So thank you, guys. Thank you, and talk to you soon.